Hey guys, I thought that I would send over a quick video to share with you a little bit of our buyer consultation. I started going through a lot of stuff, and it looks like during my buyer consultations, I do a little bit more ad-libbing from my experiences than I've done anything else. And I puzzle pieced a couple things together, but I was like, maybe a video would be best. So then that way you could use it, watch it again, and pick up some of the questions and a little bit of my tonality of what that looks like doing our buyer consultations, as well as understanding Zoom. And so all our stuff is done through Zoom. So when we do buyer consultations, as I showed and shared with you guys in the beginning, was setting them up when they call and reach out. That I love to be able to set up a meeting to be able to get to know you more, to know your family more, and to be able to put the right search together that matches the criteria of what you're looking for. When is the best time for us to be able to do that? I have this Saturday at 10, or does 1 o'clock work best for you? It'll only be no more than 30 minutes. And that will be your first introduction line. You can text that, you can email it, phone call, whatever it is when you're having that initial conversation. Then what I would recommend you guys doing is actually literally practicing Zoom, understanding there's a lot of tools down below. If you wanted to do a share screen, show them already some properties you might have already picked up, being able to understand that, how to go from share screen on your bottom. So that way you could pull yours up to be able to do all these little things to be able to make you look like the professional. We talked about being a professional when you're doing this. Excuse me. So there's that part. Then once you get into the Zoom, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Wow. It's great to getting to know you. Sometimes I look in their background, just like you see my background, you see different things. Something might come to you, something might not come to you. So whatever you see, what's going on, who else is there. Thank you so much for being on here. I appreciate you taking time to be on Zoom and to being able for us to meet. And this doesn't matter if literally if they're in town or not in town. It's very, very important that you set up a Zoom right away for the buyer consultation. So my buyer consultation, it's very short and sweet. Nothing too crazy of what I'm looking into. So basically learning their story. So tell me a little bit about what has you exploring and looking at homes. What brought you to this position today? And they're going to share their story. So once again, it's what brought you into this position today? What has you looking? Okay, then you're going to listen into all of their stuff. Then the next thing is going to be like, so what is your time period? What does your time frame look like? Okay, notice I haven't even brought up pre-approval yet. Okay, so I want to know their time period of what they're looking for. Next, it's going to be, do you have to sell a house in order to complete this purchase? Okay, once again, do you have to sell a house in order to complete this purchase? Okay, we're getting into that financing aspect. Nope, I'm filthy rich. Yes, I do. Whatever their situation is, great, great. So if you have proof of funds, I'm just going to be able to need that. So that way, when we go look at homes, some of the clients that we talk to or listings will require that to make sure, just for liability purposes, that you truly legit, the person I'm bringing out there can afford this home. A lot of times we have people that are going into homes and they can't even qualify for them. Even if it's not a rule, you make it a rule. See, they don't know. Okay. They don't know which house they're asking for, which ones they're not. I need it so then I can see how legit they are, especially if I don't know them. So I'm asking you to show me proof of funds. How can you do that? Well, you could show it to me in your stocks, your bank statements, accounts, your retirement. Anything that shows me that you have the capability to pull out this money is what I need. Doesn't mean you have to. It just means you have the capability for saying cash. If it's a pre-approval, that's the conversation. So are you working with the lender? Are you working with the lender of your preference? No, yes, maybe so. Then what I do is, depending on their situation, sometimes they do it Rocket Mortgage or an online mortgage that I really don't want to go down. Then I say to them, well, let me ask you a question in reference to the lender that you picked. Now, Rocket Mortgage, I'm not taking anything away from them, but I just want to know, does it matter to you where your money comes from, as long as I can produce to you low money coming out of your pocket up front, the lowest interest rate out there, and not a lot of closing costs? Is that going to be important to you? And your monthly payment being really low. Do you really care where your money comes from? Okay, great. The reason why I ask is the relationship between my lender is so, so very important. And if you don't really care where your money comes from, then I would love an opportunity for you to talk to my person. So then that way, when we're in the heat of the moment, I have a contact that I know I can get to, and I know how that person operates and they know how I operate. So that way we have a better chance of being able to have success of getting your home under contract that you want to purchase. Yes, no, maybe so, but that's how I get into them. Great. I will send you over my person. Their email is this, their phone number is this, but I'll make sure that you get it. And do you mind if they reach out to you this afternoon? Great. I'll have Justin give you a call. Okay. So then that way that's taken care of on the lending side. Now that I know your story, now that I know your time period, now I know you're financially able, now I already know you're willing. Tell me a little bit about what your dream home looks like. Wonderful. Great. Okay. Wonderful. I'm writing down all this stuff. Tell them what they like. Da, da, da. Okay. Now, sometimes they might not know. I don't know. We haven't even been pre-approved. Okay, great. Well, I'm going to ask you a personal question if you don't mind. All right. What is your income that you and your significant other, whoever's purchasing this house, going to share with the bank when you fill out your application? What is your gross income? Oh, okay. You guys make $130,000. Reason why I say that is because typically what most banks do is they will go up to 3 times that amount of your gross income. So if you're at 130, so we'll be looking anywhere from 375 to $400,000 is where the bank is probably going to say. Now it could change. I'm just giving ourselves a little bit of an idea, so that way I can start the search, because I'm pretty sure you like to see homes this afternoon, correct? Awesome, great. Let me get that in here. So now that I have this information, tell me a little bit more about what you're looking for. All right, great. Now it's very important for me to weed out some of the properties, because you only want to focus on the ones that you want to purchase, correct? In order to do that, what I need to know is, what are your non-negotiables? What does your non-negotiables look like? Okay, wow, you need to have a fence. Okay, not a problem. You need to make sure that there are no stairs. Great. It has to be on a golf course. No ifs, ands. Okay, those are non-negotiables. Okay. So I filter all this, then I gather all that data. And then what do? Is then I create a blueprint. I create a game plan. Well, guys, I really appreciate the opportunity. Now I'm going to tell you what we're going to do next. What is going to happen is I'm going to take this information, I'm going to put it into my criteria, and I'm going to email you. While we're talking about that, what is the best email? Wonderful. And Sarah, would you like your email too? Awesome. Great. So I'll have both of you on here. Now, I will send this all to you. You will start to look at homes. In the meantime, I'll have Justin, my lender, reach out to you, or your lender of preference. And I needed to have either proof of funds, or you're going to get a pre-approval. That'll be your homework. My homework will be getting in touch with the lender. My homework will be setting the search up. Now, what does your time period look like? You told me that you wanted to try to look at homes this weekend. So I do have some opportunities that I could show you homes. Looking at my schedule, I have Saturday from 1 to 3 available. I also could do Sunday from 10 to 12. All right. Do you want to schedule Saturday right now? All right. I'll put you on here. Okay, great. Now, out of all the homes that I share with you, in that 2-hour increment, we'll be able to probably look at 4 or 5 of them. So what I'll need you to do is, out of all the homes, if you drive by one that you like, anything that you see off market list or FSBO list, any of these that you see, we can only look at 4 or 5 of them based off our time period. Why is that? Oh, great question. That's just because what we've learned in our experience is that when you get past 2, all the homes seem to blend in and mesh in together. And so as the buyer, you get really confused, and it brings us to a lot of problems where we're having to even backtrack. Like, oh my gosh, I don't even remember what that house is. Now I will give you notes, but the other reason is I have other appointments. Just like I have an appointment with you, I block off 2 hours. I have other appointments as well that I have to make sure that I give them the respect to be able to meet with them. So we can go out Sunday if you like. I got us blocked off here if you like. Would that time work out well? Okay, perfect. So I will work on that. You will work on the lending side. I'll have my guy reach out to your person, or to you guys. And then I have everything that I have here. I'll send you over a welcome email thanking you for the opportunity, explaining everything that we did here, and we'll go from there. Do you guys have any questions for me? No, yes, maybe, whatever that might look like. I answer the questions. I say thank you so much and looking forward to working for you and your family to find your next dream home. That's it, guys. So hopefully you guys were able to pick up some stuff. If you have questions about that, just let me know. We could talk about it at our next coaching meeting. I think we got it set up for Monday at 9 a.m. So looking forward to meeting up and catching up with you guys then. All right, guys, thanks so much. And remember, you can feel free to text me or email me 704-728-1008 or hit me up on my email, brock.zvan@gmail.com. You can also look at my YouTube channel for some other things that you guys might like to hear about or get yourself coached up on. All right, guys. Hope the scripts are going well. Talk to you guys later. Have a great weekend. See ya.